Hey, welcome to the first day of Lewisburg School and welcome to the first grade. This is going to be a great year. I can't wait to get this thing started. We've got a lot of fun things to do this year. We've got a lot of engaging work where you're going to get to build things and be part of learning communities and all that exciting stuff. So welcome to our school. We're so glad that you're back, and we can't wait to get started. So without further ado, I'm going to introduce our first grade team, starting with Crystal Britt, and then we've got Emily Christian who will be coming up, and we got Lauren Lehman who is in there as our special ed teacher, but she's really a partner teacher. She's in there all the time as well. So you got a great group right here. Can't wait to get started. So here we go, Crystal. Or Miss Britt. Sorry about that.
Good morning, Lewisburg. We are so glad that you are joining us live or watching us later. This morning, we'd like to start by introducing ourselves. My name is Crystal Britt. I will be teaching math, but we will be in the room full time. You'll always have at least 2, if not 3 teachers at all time. And I'm going to introduce my co-teacher, Emily Christian, and then she will introduce our co-teacher, Miss Lauren Wright.
Good morning. I am Miss Christian, and I will be teaching reading this year. I'm so excited to teach you how to be a better reader. I've already talked to some of you, and you are so excited to become better readers and be able to explore the world around you through reading. So I'm excited to get started with you. I'm going to introduce to you Miss Lauren, and she will be working with some of you too.
Good morning. My name is Miss Lauren Wright, and I am so excited to see you all. I'm a first grade co-teacher, and I also will be working with a small group of you. We'll also have Miss Wells and Miss Rosser here. They're going to be outside, so they'll see you a little bit later.
So this morning, we really just want to give you a brief overview of what you can expect in first grade. You just met our team. We are all excited to meet you. We think first grade is the best year ever, and we're convinced that by the end of the year, even though it's non-traditional, you'll think so too. First, we want to talk about what you can expect during the first 8 days. First of all, what is the goal of the first 8 days? We're virtual. We have learning communities. But our goal is to get you familiar with the process of being both in person and on a computer. So a couple of things, the big 3 things we want you to accomplish in the first 3 days are, first, we want you to find a routine that is successful and comfortable for your family. That may look different from house to house and from child to child. That's okay. We want you to be comfortable, successful, and happy. Second, we want you to practice logging into Google. In your bag that you'll get during open house or during the drive-thru, you will get some login information. It's going to be really important that you're comfortable logging in and out. The first 8 days are a great time to practice. Third, we want you to be comfortable and familiar with the program Remind. That's an app that you may or may not have used during kindergarten. Remind is very easy to use and frequently comes through on your phone as a text. If you haven't already downloaded the Remind app, the first 8 days are a great time to do that. Today would be even better. You have a Remind information in the baggie that you're going to get from us during the drive-thru open house. If you're watching us virtually, no worries. You're going to get a link in an email that will tell you how to access Remind for your child. What can I expect? Expect a Remind text every day. And it would be really great if you would text us back, even if it's just an okay or a thumbs up. That counts as communication and participation for your child. Second, we will Zoom every other day. Information and links to Zoom will be on our Bitmoji classroom, which we'll share with you in a few minutes, and also available on Remind. You'll get a text about 10 minutes before it starts as a warning. Our Zoom times will vary because we understand that your schedule varies too. Some of our Zoom times will be in the morning, some in the afternoon, and you will find that some even come after 5 o'clock, so that parents who work first shift can also be a part of their child's education. The next thing we need to show you is how to access our classroom. If you go to the Lewisburg School website, which you can Google from any computer on the internet, you will pull up the school website, which is what is behind me. At the very top ribbon, the last link is called Quick Links. You'll scroll over that and come down to the Lewisburg Slides app. Click that. The next thing that will appear is a series of 4 boxes. You'll click Elementary, then 1, and it will bring you to our Bitmoji classroom, which looks like this. To access the day's assignments, all you'll do is click the day of the week. So if today is Wednesday, simply click Wednesday, and you'll have all the assignments for the day. There is no internet assignment, computer assignment for today. Today's assignment is simply to watch or participate in the drive-through open house. So congratulations, you've already been successful in your first day. One of the 3 big goals for starting virtual and hybrid education is to know how to log in and out of Google. This is new to your child and something we'll be working on during learning communities. But you will receive this information today in your take-home baggie during drive-through open house. And again, if you're watching this at a later time, no problem. You can expect an email or a text from your child's teacher giving you this information online. Your login information is in your baggie. The email and videos that show you exactly step by step how to log into Google are coming this afternoon. Now I'm going to invite Miss Emily Christian, and she's going to talk to you about the importance of our learning communities.
We're going to be setting up, I talked to several of you on the phone, and Miss Britt did as well. We're going to be setting up what we're calling learning communities. These are just very small groups of 10 or less students. And these learning communities are going to meet for 2 hours or 2-hour blocks of time for once a week. We're going to try to get these started as early as next week. And we just feel like any face-to-face interaction that we can have with the students is crucial. So we will be starting to schedule these by the end of the week. So be watching for a phone call from one of us to get those set up, from myself or Miss Britt or Miss Lauren. And we would love to get that scheduled with your child so that we can start working with them and see what their individual needs are, because we really want to be able to meet the needs of your child and meet them where they are and see exactly what they need, so we can and to be able to help you and figure out exactly what we can do to meet their needs academically and emotionally too. So just be watching for that phone call from us for that. Next, we're going to look at what should your child bring, and this will be for the learning communities that I was talking about, and as well as when we start the hybrid schedule on September the 9th. When your child comes, they should bring a mask or a face shield. A face shield is also a choice. They must have that. They should bring a water bottle if you would like for them to have one. Water fountains will not be usable, so that is not a choice. So a reusable water bottle, and we will have a place for them to keep that. We will have a system set up for them to borrow books from us. So if they've borrowed a book, then they'll need to, to bring those back and forth so that they can swap them out and get a different one. A backpack, that is optional, but if they're bringing things back and forth, obviously that would be helpful. No food or snacks. They will not be having snack time at this time. If that changes later, then we'll talk about it, send remind messages, things like that. But right now, no food or snacks. They won't need milk money or anything like that. Next, Miss Britt is going to talk to you more about navigating the extended out-of-school things that we need you to know how to use.
So, what are the expectations beyond today? And I'm going to invite Miss Emily Christian back to talk about that really quickly.
Sorry, we got a little mixed up there. All right. One thing I want you to know and understand about first grade is that there's a big jump between kindergarten and first grade. And this is for the parents. There's a big jump between kindergarten and first grade. Your child is going to mature a lot in this year. And we set some pretty high expectations, and I want you to understand that your child can meet those expectations. More than ever before, we are going to have to be a team. Teachers and parents are going to have to be a team. But I promise you that if you stay with us and you work with us, we are going to do everything that we can to have your child ready for second grade. I talked to a lot of you on the phone the other night, and I explained to you that we are going to have a lot of communication back and forth, and we're going to have a lot of patience with one another. We're going to have a lot of grace with one another, but we're going to have a lot of work to do with one another too. But we're a team, and we're going to have to work really well together as a team. And if we do that, and if you stick with us, I promise we will have your child ready for second grade. But it's going to be a lot of work. But you won't find anybody that's going to work any harder for your child. We promise that. So just stick with us and we'll get them there. Thank you.
So you might be wondering, we've mentioned a baggie just a few times. You might be wondering what's in our baggie. Let me show you an example. One of the things that you're going to see in your baggie is the Remind invitation. This is a code specific to your child's class. You will only receive first grade information through the Remind code. You will also have your child's Google login information and password in your bag. We have included a first grade classroom book checkout. These are the rules and expectations so that your child can bring home a variety of books as they learn to be a better reader. You will have a first grade choice board. This is what we are going to use as the first 8 days. Your child will simply choose one every day, participate, and send us a picture either through email, text, or Remind. You will receive a daily first grade checklist. This is a list of things that we will be doing eventually every day. Please don't stress. Many of these things will not happen the first 8 days of school. On the back, you will receive teacher contact information for Miss Christian, Miss Britt, and Miss Lauren. Your child will also receive a portable whiteboard. This is a board that your child can write on and practice writing during Zooms or on their own with an Expo marker. One side we call the math board because it doesn't have writing lines. You can draw on this side, use shapes, or anything. On the other side, which we call the reading side, you'll see first grade lines. This is a great place for your child to practice writing. Additionally, in your bag, your child will receive a small eraser for their portable whiteboard, an Expo marker, 2 pencils, a pack of crayons, and a journal, which will be very important to them. It might be helpful to keep all of these things together and a safe place in your house. Again, we are so excited that you are coming to first grade. Miss Lauren?
Like we have said, teacher contact is going to be vital throughout this entire process. Please feel free to contact Miss Britt, Miss Christian, or myself if you have any needs or concern, and contact us daily, please. You can contact us at the school, our cell phone numbers, or email, and we're available through Remind. Our hours are 8 to 3. Thank you so much, and we're so excited to see you all soon.